This is Shine Valentine back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I have a question. This is some men and women. Would you work for your husband or wife? Again, would you work for your husband or wife? Now, this is a tricky one, and I'm gonna tell you why it's tricky. And I feel it's more tricky for women than men, and I'm explaining why. But me personally, like I said, I want to hear you all's opinions in the comment section about this. You know, this is just a question, but I'm gonna give you all my viewpoint on it. So me personally, I would not want to work for a husband. For my husband, I'm not married, but I'm just saying, if I was married, I would not want to, or for a boyfriend, neither one. But I want to just focus on husband and wife right now. So no, I would not want to work for a husband. And this is the reason why. So I have, first of all, when I think of working for my husband, so like I'm not married currently, but I'm just gonna say my husband because I'm talking in if I was married. So I would not want to work for my husband because, but first of all, let's get a couple things straight. When I say would you want to work for your husband or wife, I mean if they had their own business, obviously, and they were pretty well off financially. And I want to focus on this type of segment, this segment of people, because I know a situation. Okay, I've heard some horror stories. I'm going to talk about one where a woman did work for her husband. I'm going to tell you how that ended up and what happened. So yeah, get you some popcorn. So anyway, I'm trying to make this video too long though. Anyway, so for me, if I marry a guy and he has his own business, I would not want to work for him, because and I'm talking about the men who have their own business and they are making a lot of money. My thing is, if you're making a lot of money, and especially if I have your children, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. So, yeah, and I also feel like it's like double duty to me. Meaning, I'm your wife, I'm cooking, cleaning, raising your kids, and you want me to work under you and take orders from you and of course have sex with you regularly. Like, this is just no. You got your own, you got the business, you're the provider, and I'm at home taking care of the household with the kids and stuff. So no, I don't. And then if he has a lot of money, my thing is, if you have a lot of money, why do I have to work? I don't understand. So once again, I'm talking about if your husband or wife has a significant amount of money, they have their own business, and they have hired you to work under them. No, I'm not. No, hell no. Because if you got all this money, I'm your wife, I have your children, I'm gonna be at home with the kids. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so I don't. And then it's to me, it's like double duty. Like I said, I'm home cooking, cleaning, raising kids, taking them to and from school, doing all this stuff, probably coming up to your business and bringing you lunch and doing all these things, having sex with you regularly, doing all this stuff, the stuff that I'm good at. You're obviously good at your business, and then you want me to work under you as well. So if we get into it, am I gonna get fired or something? I'm not doing that. Okay, so I know a situation where a guy, these happened to be white people. So the race doesn't matter, but whatever. So the guy, he had his own business, and he's like late 40s, whatever. No, actually, no, he's in his 50s. Let me get this straight. He's in his 50s, and his wife worked for him. She worked for him. I'm not gonna say what position she had, but she worked for him, which is weird in itself. And then, so he hired a secretary who was younger than him and his wife, because his wife is around his age. This woman is like 10 years younger than him, so she's in her 40s, he's in his 50s, put it like that. He hired her. She was his secretary. Yeah. And he divorced his wife for her. So once again, his wife, who was his age, was working for him. And he hired a secretary, and he obviously was having an affair with her, and he left his wife for her. He divorced his wife for her. Now this is not even the end of it. So his wife still ended up working for him. Yes, after he divorced her, they made some type of an agreement where I think the agreement was that she wouldn't try to get as much alimony, or in the divorce settlement, she made an agreement where if she could keep her job, that she wouldn't try to get more money out of him in a divorce, something like that. So he let her keep her job, and he ended up being with the secretary. But this is the kicker: they all were at the same location. He had more than one location for his business because he had a lot of money. So he had multiple locations. I'm not gonna say what business it was and all that. So when he divorced his wife got the privilege of seeing him and his secretary at work every day. And so in a divorce agreement, she agreed to keep the job. As long as she could keep her job, she agreed to not, I guess, try to go after more money. And then I guess she couldn't take it no more seeing them together. So then she transferred to different locations so she wouldn't have to look at his face all the time with his new woman. But yes, she's still working. Y'all, hell no. Hell to the no. Hold on one second. Let me give me a drink of water. No. No. I'm not going out like that. Now, the only reason why I am on the fence about working for your rich husband, or well-off husband that has his own business, is because situations just like this, because it's a catch-22. If the wife didn't work for him, he still would end up hiring that secretary who was younger than her, and mind you, his wife, I will say, she kind of let herself go. Okay, she didn't really fix up that much, but the secretary was pretty, and she happened to be younger, so he handpicked her to be his secretary because he wanted to have sex with her. Okay, and by the way, his new wife, the secretary, is still his secretary. So I thought once he married her that she would then, stop being the secretary and then, just be at home and they'd start working on having kids or whatever. Maybe he doesn't want any more kids because he's in his 50s. So, yeah. But anywho, now, the issue with this is a catch-22. Now, if his wife, the first wife, was, when she, and also, I'm not quite sure if she helped him build a business, because this is an issue, because if you help work with the dude and build something, this could happen once again. So I'm not sure if she helped build a business for him. I'm not gonna lie and say if I don't know that information. I just know she was working for him and still is working for him, but at a new location now, and his new wife is still working up under him at the location. So now, if his first wife, the one that he left and divorced, when they first got married, if she decided to not work there with him and she stayed at home and raised the kids, they have kids or whatever, and she stayed at home and raised the kids, right? And he still hired the attractive secretary, he probably would have still left her for the secretary. So then my thing is, okay, would I still want to work at the company with my rich husband so I can monitor who he's trying to have sex with there? Because look, I can be able to stop him if he want to have sex with somebody else. I mean, God knows what he's doing behind my back. So you can't stop a grown person from doing what they want to do. Understand that. But there's some precautions you could kind of put into place. First of all, for your own health, get tested regularly, you and your husband, use condoms, and hope for the best. I mean, because you really can't, you don't know what a person's doing behind your back. But hopefully, I feel like whatever's done in the dark will come into the light. But I feel like, look, we know a lot of times with some of these businesses, there are men, and I'm pretty sure women do this, but I want to talk about the men right now. They will hire attractive secretaries and receptionists and be having sex with them. Okay, so as the wife, if you don't work there, you don't know what he's doing during work hours with her. Even they could not be having an affair, or they could be, because he's around her more than he's around you. All right. Now, if you work for him, see, me working for a rich husband and his company, to me, it's like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is how I feel about it. If I'm working for you and you're rich, I'm not gonna be having sex with you. I'll pick that again. If I had a rich boss and he wanted, and okay, let's say let's pretend like I'm single, right? Let's pretend like I'm single. So let's pretend like I'm single right now, and I start a job, and I'm single. I'm not actually single, but I'm saying for the context of the story, let's pretend like I am. And I started a new job, and the owner starts liking me. He has a lot of money. He's, like I said, he's the owner, and he wants to get with me. He wants to date me. Okay. I might still work there while we're dating, possibly. I'm not quite sure about that. But marriage, I feel like this, okay, I almost feel like I have to keep having sex with him to keep my job. I have to be, no, I'm not okay with that. If we start having sex, I'm quitting this job, and then, no, I'm not working under you. Because then I feel like I have to have sex with you to keep my job. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. That's just how, now everybody might feel different about this, but I don't know. I'm not doing that. Once again, now if he's rich and he's paying me a good salary and I like working there, then fine. There will be no hanky panky. But if he want to take it towards sex, I'm not working for you and screwing you. Like I said, now if we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, I might continue working there. I'm not quite sure. But if it moves to something serious, I'm not working under you. Having to bust my butt every day, you giving me a salary, it's like, no, I'm not doing it. If I gotta come here and work and bust my butt, I'm not having sex with you. I'm coming here doing my job, you're gonna give me my money, I'm going home. Now if you want to take it towards dating and you're rich, no, I'm not. That's like, to me, I have to basically have sex with you to keep my job. No, I'm not doing both. I'm not working for you and to having sex with you. You better pick one. Either you want me to work for you, you give me a salary, or we're going to be dating, you're going to be taking me out and spending money on me. Which one is it? Once again, either I'm going to work for you and you're going to pay me a good salary and you're never going to touch me, or we're going to be having sex, dating, and I'm not going to work here and you're going to be spending money on me. Now, which one is it? That's how I look at it. Now, however, I just want to know you women's opinion. If you are dating a rich guy and he has his own business, how are you going to monitor him trying to hire attractive women if you're not there that he wants to have sex with? Okay. My thing is, now I seen, it was a show called American Chopper. I don't know if it's still on TV, but it was about a guy. His name was Junior, I think. I forgot his name, but he had his own, he would build bikes, motorcycles. He was really talented. And he ended up marrying a model. She's real pretty. And he ended up hiring her as she did, office work. He just hired her there. I think he just wanted her to be at the job with him all day or whatever. But he hired her so, he could just have her there. And I guess I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm on a fence. Like I said, I'm on a fence about it. Because like I said, she was a model. He had a lot of money. He married her. And he just gave her that job. And I just feel he just did that just to have her, there with him at work. That's what I think. And I don't really see anything wrong with that. But what's going to happen once they have kids? Once she gives birth, she's going to want to be a stay-at-home mom. And then what is he going to do then? Try to hire an attractive secretary or whatever? So I think if I was to be in that situation, because I might work there just to monitor things, before I get pregnant. But if I was to have children, if I even want any, then I'm not going to be there. And so then how am I going to monitor him trying to hire an attractive secretary that he's going to be banging? And the only thing I could think of is in the when we get married, we need to have a prenup or something, and I'm going to put in there, you cannot hire any attractive young women. Or something's going to have to give. Like, it's going to be some problems. And also, attractive women, period, because the age really to men don't matter. I'm just saying, we know some men are ages, but yeah, the age really don't matter. Okay, let's get that clear. But just, screw young, pretty, just a pretty, attractive, no, as your secretary. And so I don't know if you, like women, I don't even know how you can monitor that type of situation, because if you're not at the job with him at his business, you don't know what he's doing during work hours. Then he's probably gonna hire a bunch of attractive women he want to screw. Then if you are there at the job with him, it feels like he's paying you to to be with him. Like, okay, your husband is also your boss. Like, that is just weird. And it's like almost like you're having sex with him to get a salary. And then what happens when you want to have children? You can't be at the business with him all day. So no, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. And that poor lady, the fact that she was working for her husband and he ended up getting, I don't know how she even allowed him to get this attractive secretary. I don't even know how that went down. He just got all control. And I don't understand why she decided not to go after more money in the divorce as long as she could keep her job. Is she deluded? No, I would have. What? Why would you even want to still work there, lady? Like, why in the hell would she still want to work under him and his new woman, even though she transferred location so she won't have to look at them anymore? She could have just got her divorce settlement and went on with her life and found a job somewhere else. Why she want to still work for her ex-husband? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So y'all, and as far as the men working, if you have a rich wife, you can comment below, would you want to work for your rich wife? How would you feel about that? Would you want to work underneath her, or would you feel uncomfortable with her telling you what to do? Or would you feel like if you all had an argument at home, they should take it out on you at work? Would that be odd to you? I mean, how do you feel about that, men? So that's just my viewpoint on it.